y'all, what's up? It's Julie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you are new here, this is going to be a video about cross stitch. This is going to be my 7th Flosstube video. I do have other type of content on this channel and will continue to post other type of content on this channel, but not as often as I post cross stitch videos because I try to do weekly updates. And saying that, I actually did miss last week, and that is because, well, for kind of two reasons. So I didn't have that much to talk about anyways because I only really work on Pandemic by Long Dog, so I didn't have that much to talk about last week. Like, it probably would have been like a 10-minute video. And I just started school 2 weeks ago. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks ago. And then I also started a new job, and now I'm also, this week, I start my second job. So I'm going to have 2 part-time jobs, plus I'm in my second year of college. So I've been busy, and I just didn't really have time to stitch a lot the last week, or like what would have been the update for last week. That was my first week of college. So I didn't have that much stitching time, so I didn't film, basically. But I am going to continue to try and do weekly updates if I have enough to talk about, because I don't want to, like, make only a 10-minute video. But, yeah. So anyways, hopefully I don't say too many times. Also, I have, like, kind of a problem with that. Like, when I take a break to say something, I say a lot, so hopefully that is at a minimum. I also decorated my room for fall, so we have the big pumpkin over here, and then the Halloween blanket. My lights I changed to orange. They're normally pink, but I decided to put them on orange for fall. And then I also have some pillows over here on my bed, so I did decorate for fall. I love fall. And yeah. Okay, so oh, I also wanted to mention really quickly, if you ever want to email me for whatever reason, if you don't want to comment and you want to email me directly instead, my email will be linked down below. And I have gotten a couple of questions about my Instagram. I do have an Instagram, it's just my name, Julie Nicely, but I don't really post cross stitch on there. The most that I post is just my finishes, so in like the highlight section on Instagram. So you don't have to follow me on there if that's not interesting to you. I completely understand. I do follow Instagram's stitching Instagram accounts because I like to look at them, but yeah, I don't really post that much cross stitch, so that's that. And if you haven't already and you want to continue to see my videos, continue to see my updates on my WIPs, work in progresses, go ahead and hit subscribe. It is the red button, and it is free. So if you want to continue to see my posts, then you can hit subscribe. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into what I worked on this past week. There's actually 4 things, surprisingly. So last video I showed you that I had started a bookmark, and like a cross stitch bookmark. And I said that I was gonna try and finish it by my next video, but that did not happen. Not even close, honestly. I actually ended up dropping that class that I was making. Like, I had that huge textbook that I showed in my last video, and I was making this bookmark to use for that, but I ended up dropping that class. So I guess, like, when I dropped that class, my motivation to finish this bookmark kind of went down. But I did work on it a little bit, and this is one of the projects that I take in my car for if I get to work early and I have like a couple minutes, I'll just put some stitches in. So this is a pattern from Etsy. The Etsy shop is called Naughty Cross Stitch. Naughty Cross Stitch. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I will put it on the screen and then what it will look like when it is done. So, and then also where y'all saw it last time, I don't think I actually took a picture, so it will just be a screenshot from my last video. But yeah, that's where it was last time. And like I said, I didn't really do that much. So I think this time I did this leaf on the stem, and then the long stems, and then the start of this ladybug. And then I actually did cut it kind of short because I realized that I don't think I measured this fabric at all when I started it. I just kind of assumed it would fit because I didn't think it was going to be this big. But I realized that this is an 11 count. I think this is 11 count Aida, when I thought it was 16 count. So it is really kind of bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I did cut it short a little bit. But yeah. So there's the start of the butterfly, and there that is. So I honestly, if I work on this a little bit more, I should be able to finish it in the next week, but I am not going to make that promise this time because my mind wanders really fast and I always want to work on new things. So, but yeah, if I did put the effort and time into that, I could finish it in a week. Okay. So, I guess we'll go ahead and talk about Pandemic because the other two projects other than Pandemic were new starts. So I will talk about Pandemic and then talk about the new starts. Sorry I'm talking kind of fast. I just realized that. Let me just slow it down a little bit. Okay. So with Pandemic, if you don't know, I am trying to finish Pandemic by the end of the year. So by December 31st at midnight, I want to be done with Pandemic and have it out of my WIPs and in my finishes. But that is quite the challenge, I'm realizing. So I'm trying to do a page a week, and if I do complete a page a week, then I could have it done by, I think, the second to last week in November. So I could actually have it done like a month earlier than what I originally planned to do, but obviously I don't know if that's going to continue to happen. So here's what Pandemic looks like, by the way, in case you don't know. Yeah, that is what Pandemic looks like, and this was a pattern by Long Dog Samplers, is a pattern by Long Dog Samplers. They released it for free for like a week in the end of June, and now you can purchase it on their website. So also I wanted to talk about really quickly, actually I'll wait a second. Okay, let me show you. This is what you saw last week. That is where I was at with Pandemic last week. I think I had 7 pages done last week. So, or not last week. I keep saying last week. It was 2 weeks ago. I did not film last week. 2 weeks ago when you saw it, I had 7 pages done. So now I should have 9 pages done with my weekly page. So here it is. So basically I didn't actually end up doing, okay, so I finished this whole page from last time. That is page 10, and then I started on page 9, so I just have like the tiniest bit left of page 9 to do right here, and then it will be done. So I've basically continued on my page a week goal. I just need to finish that. If I finish that by today, then we'll be good, and I can start on page 8. And then I'll be halfway through Pandemic. Well, by page anyways. So yeah, it's coming together very fast now that I'm really, really focusing on it. It's at 43.1%. And I was tracking the daily amount of stitches that I was doing, but I stopped doing that because I forgot one day, and then I was like, what's really the point of that? So if I wanted to finish by December 31st, my stitch, the amount of stitches I have to do per day to finish by December 31st is 403 stitches, which I've actually been hitting above that. It was 413 a day, and I got it down to 403 a day because I've been doing more than that per day. So yeah, that's the amount that I needed to do per day to get it done by December 31st. And I'm really happy with this progress. I love the way that this is coming together. I think the colors are really nice. And I just really like it. So I'm gonna pose for a quick thumbnail. Okay, that was gonna be for my picture on the cover of this video. Also, if you didn't know, Long Dog came out with a new pattern. It is called A New Normal, I believe. This is what it looks like. It is really nice. And it is a lot smaller than Pandemic, I'm pretty sure. So I would love to start that in January 2021 and get it done by the end of 2021. Which I think I can do because obviously this I didn't start until the middle of 2020 and my goal is to finish it by the end. So I think it would be really cool to finish Pandemic by 2020 and then have A New Normal started by 2021. I kind of like that. That's what I want to do. So, okay, so then I had 2 new starts. So I had 2 new starts. The first one was am I okay? I need to slow it down. The first one is the Stitchonomy Halloween Sow. If you don't know, Stitchonomy does stitch-alongs, and the next one coming up is their Halloween one. It starts on October 1st. I think you can still sign up. I will link it below. The sign up, like you have to sign up by email, I think. So I will link that below if it's still available to do so. And then I actually purchased the kit for this on Etsy, which is actually sold out now, but you can obviously, of course, buy your own fabric and threads separately. So, but I did buy the kit and it came in the mail like Monday, I think. And I started just a little bit of it. So, am I allowed to post? I think, yeah. So here's the border. And here's what I've done so far. So just a tiny little bit of the border. And the fabric is so, like, it's such a nice color blue. I really like it. So, like I said, I bought the kit for it, so I didn't choose the color fabric. But, yeah, just a tiny little start on the border because the actual released patterns don't start until October 1st. So, I have a little bit to continue to work on the border. And then my other start also was hauled this week. It came in the mail and I wanted to start it. Because in my last video, I said I was going to start a bunch of things in September. And that is exactly what I'm doing. So this came in the mail. It is Autumn Sampler by Cooler Designs. And the design is by Sandy Orton. But it's charted by Cooler Classic Charts, which I got on 123 Stitch. I will have everything that I talk about linked below. It might not be right away, like right when I post this video, but hopefully in the next day after posting, I will have the links below. So everything I talk about will be linked below eventually, maybe just not right away. So this is, oh, I'll take it out of the plastic. So this is what the chart looks like. I'm filming. So this is what the chart looks like. It's a really pretty autumn sampler. I really like that. So I think this pattern is really cute. My dad just walked in the door, by the way. But this pattern is really cute and I really like it. And I think this would be really cute. I'm studying to be an elementary school teacher, so I think this would be a really cute chart to have in my classroom eventually. So, and like all the other seasons other than summer, because they're not in school during summer, but yeah, I think this is really cute for a classroom. Because, you know, it has like the ABCs and the back to school and the little girl. So that is what I started. If I can get this, okay, I will put that back in the plastic after I film. But this is what I did so far. So I will open up the fabric. So this is what I have so far. It is an acorn and some leaves. And then this little acorn, I guess. But yeah, really pretty colors. I love doing the different color leaves. So, oh, I'll show you against the pattern what that is done so far. So, if I can hold this right. So, as you can see, it's literally just that top corner. And there's a lot to go. But I really did enjoy stitching this little piece. And this only took, I think, I would say about an hour and a half. So, not very long, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, so for haul, I only actually have one thing because technically those 2 new starts did come in the mail since my last video, so that would have been haul, but I started them, so they're new starts and in my WIPs instead. So I actually only have one thing to show for haul, and it is from Etsy, from a shop called Ing Stitch. I think it's ING Stitch, but there might be another S. It might be Ing's Stitch, but I think it's just ING Stitch. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen, and it is this beautiful thread keep. I can't even, like, it's so pretty. I love butterflies, and I love the color pink, so this is right up my alley. I really, really love this. So, here's what the back looks like, in case you're wondering, but I think I might put my pandemic colors on here for now, because I use, like, bobbins for my threads, but I go through so many of the skeins of colors on my pandemic that it's not really worth it to keep bobbinating them just to take them right back off. So I might put them in here, but I didn't put anything in here yet because I wanted to show you without any threads hanging off the holes. And she also has the option, or they have the option to drill in a hole to, like, hang it up, so I could hang this on my wall, which I actually love. I really, really like this, and it's, like, kind of sparkly. I don't know if you can tell. Sorry about the glare on it, but it's kind of sparkly. And I will link her Etsy shop below. She has some beautiful needle minders as well. And it shipped really fast. I think she's in the Netherlands. That could be wrong. But I know it came from overseas, somewhere in Europe. So, and it did come really fast, considering that. Okay, so I guess all I have left to talk about is plans. Sorry, talking so much makes my throat really dry. But I think all I have left to talk about is my plans for the next week. So obviously, of course, I plan to keep on working on pandemic and do this page. So that is my next goal. And so hopefully by my next video, which hopefully is next Sunday, I will have that page done. And then, like I said in my last video, my plans for September were to start a bunch of things. So I did have a wheel on the app. What is it called? Tiny Decisions. The Tiny Decisions app, I had new starts on a wheel on there to pick for me, but I kind of just decided on my own to start the autumn sampler. And then I also have a couple other things I could start if I can find them. I couldn't find the patterns that I was looking for that I was supposed to start this month. I don't really know where they're at, but I did find this one So I do want to start the Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. And I'll show you I have all the colors on a hoop, which I'm super excited about this because this is the first time I've used, or I will use, any other threads other than DMC. So I am really excited that I have some fancy floss on this hoop. And that is the colors for Halloween Quaker. So I'm just waiting for, well, I guess I don't need to wait to spin it on the thing because I'm not really spinning anything. But I guess I could wait closer to October to start this one and start some of my other fall ones, which are missing right now, but I will find them. It was the scarecrow and the pumpkins that I showed in my last video. But anyways, so yeah, basically my plans are to continue to work on Pandemic, maybe work on that bookmark a little bit, and then probably one new start. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, this is only at 24 minutes right now, which is a little bit shorter than my other ones, but that's okay. That's probably going to be the length of my videos anyways now, since I don't have as much stitching time as I did during the summer. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you want to continue to see my work in progress WIP updates, then please hit subscribe below, and I will see you guys in my next Flosstube. Thank you guys for watching. No, thank y'all for watching. I'm trying to stop saying guys because it's kind of like gendered, and I don't want to say that. So thank y'all for watching, and I'm trying to keep myself accountable by saying y'all and not guys. So sorry. But thank y'all for watching, and hit subscribe. See you in my next one.